Hi guys, good afternoon, good morning, good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this video. Welcome back to the Andersons, another Sunday, another live, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in another week. Hope everybody had a fantastic week this week, or beginning of another week. I don't know. Some persons consider Sunday to be the beginning. Some persons consider Sunday to be the end. Tomatoes. Point is, hope you guys had a great week, and we're looking forward to a better week. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another live. Definitely, guys, as you wanna come in, just take on the time, go and come in. I know say YouTube, I go and send out the link and the notification and stuff like that. Yeah, go and come in, take on the time and come in, definitely. As you wanna come in, what you're supposed to do, guys, definitely just smash a like on the video, guys. Give us a big thumbs up, and definitely, it's an interactive live as usual. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed already, by the way, guys. Definitely consider subscribing. We have some very, very awesome content coming out, including, guys, a consultant series where we'll be getting a registered consultant to come on our channel and definitely do a live Q&A, so you guys will basically get information for free. So you guys can definitely subscribe to check that out as well. um Blessings to everyone who is here. I just want to just tell you guys that I'm really, really happy to have you guys here with me today, and I'm looking forward to a very interesting conversation. A conversation that will be fun, a conversation that will be engaging, and definitely a conversation that we can all learn and benefit from. All right. So let's just go into the chat to see who we have here already. Of course, Rochelle, big up yourself. Thank you so much for being one of the early members. Just signed the register very, very early. Of course, Janelle Palmer first. She signed the register before the live even start. I'm not sure if she's here still or if she's here as yet, but bless up yourself. And of course, the Taylor family, of course, what can I say? Thank you guys so much for tuning into our live. Apologies for last night, guys. I don't know what happened, but I just got disconnected after live. Apologies. Tanika Silver says, "Hey y'all, hey Dems, big up yourself. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys see me okay? Am I freezing here and there in between, or are my lips moving different from my words? You don't know the thing, guys. Hopefully you guys are hearing okay and seeing okay. Can somebody confirm that in the chat, please? Definitely want to take a second to bless up Anika. Welcome to the live, Anika, and happy belated birthday publicly. I hope you had a fantastic day. I know, based on conversation, it wasn't your best, but you know what, we're giving thanks that you're here for another week. And you're definitely, keep motivated and keep strong. Roxanne Clark, welcome. I'm here. Blessings. Tracy and Murdoch says, I'm here. Good evening, guys. And Kamisha Moncrief, welcome to your first live stream. Definitely. Welcome to our first live stream, Kamika. And you know what, guys? Kamika is a name that you got. Not Kamika. I'm sorry. I have a habit of messing up people's name. It's Kamanisha. Kamanisha, guys, you will be seeing her pretty soon, guys, on our channel, because as I said, we'll be doing a consultant series where we are getting a registered consultant to come on and just answer some of those lovely questions that you guys have. Of course, guys, yeah, you don't know the drill. Subscribers on the come in, give it a thumbs up, and definitely keep the conversation going. Um, Loud and clear. I'm happy that you guys can hear me, and happy that there is no technical difficulties today, even though I'm by myself. Lisa Stedford says, "Good evening, everyone." Good evening, Lisa. Meditation song says, "Fine on my end." Thank you so much for that confirmation. Loud and clear. Tamika's end. And Sanchez says, "Good evening, guys." Trinat says, "Good night, everyone." Okay, guys, that was quite an introduction. Well, I'm gonna drink water. Yeah, guys, what are we doing today? What we're doing today, guys, we're having a conversation with the Knight Dem. I'm just waiting on them to just definitely come in on the chat. They'll be here any second now. The Knight Dem, guys, they are a wonderful couple. They're Jamaicans. They're now living in Alberta. They're living in Edmonton, to be exact, and they are here to share some experiences with you guys. Of course, I try to do that every now and again, where I get different person's opinion, different person's experience, and all of that. All right. So the night them consists of Orlando and Denique. Denique, otherwise called Duns. But the thing is, I wanted to say Denique because my sister's name is Denique, so that's a name that I can't forget, really. You understand? Kimola, bless up yourself. Welcome to the live. Make sure to get a thumbs up as soon as Eric can come in. Definitely. The conversation that we'll be talking about today, guys, is, does migrating to Canada affect your relationship? or how does migrating to Canada affect your relationship, if it does any at all, right? So we'll be having that conversation because you're moving to a new country and adjusting is not necessarily easy because you have different work schedule and you have to hit the ground running pretty much. So we wanted to have that conversation in terms of like, how does it affect your relationship? Does it affect your relationship, or what are some of the tips and advice that the night them and both the Andersons can give you guys that can pretty much strengthen your relationship to make sure say if you end up in a one long distance situation in a really wreck your relationship, and if you end up that one person if you work longer than the other person in a really destroy the relationship kind of thing, all right? So I could just take a second now, guys, and bless up the night them. As I was giving you guys a quick introduction about the night them. Orlando, otherwise called Lando, and Denick, which is my sister's namesake, otherwise called Duns. Both of them come together and then form the night them, which pretty much actually kind of makes sense. It kind of sounds like some Batman series thing, like Knight and Shining Armor kind of thing. But I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves to you guys, and of course, guys, the Knights have their YouTube channel, guys. So no, we do it over here. So we give everybody love, we give everybody support. So if it is that you guys are interested in Canadian content or Canadian experience, go and go check them out. Subscribe to them channel. Not just subscribe, but be a part of the community. And it's all about growing and helping each other to become a part of this wonderful Canadian dream. All right. So that's enough from them. The night, take it away. Introduce yourself. Who's the night them?
Hi everyone.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So it's Duns and
And
Lando and Kyrie.
And baby Kyrie.
First question is the night them. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? Give me a little background, man. Where are you guys from? Like, I know you guys are from Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica small, but it's also big. So which part of Jamaica you guys come from? Just give me a little bit about the background, man. Let the audience get to know you guys a little bit more.
Okay. So I'm from Kingston and Lando is from Mandeville.
I come from Knockpatrick, Mandeville, Manchester, Jamaica.
Yes. And we went to NCU. So we met in Mandeville, not necessarily at NCU,
Right.
but we knew each other from there. And yeah, we've been together for 11 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Married from 2016.
16. So
So that's what? That's like 5 years now?
yeah, 5 years.
Okay, let me ask a question, but that question here is directly to Lando. When is your anniversary?
June 22, 2016.
All right, you don't have to put him out. You don't have to put him out. You don't have to put him out.
I feel
You
like
don't have to
question
put
right
him
coming
on.
up, so we're ready.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that, man. So you guys only have one child together, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
One and
Okay.
only.
So you guys met in Mandeville 11 years ago. Married for 5 years now. We still get into the Canadian experience and all of that, but we just wanted to kind of get to know who we're talking to, right?
Right.
So Duns, what attracted you to Lando? Like, what caused you to decide that I'm gonna give that guy a chance, and I'm gonna give him a chance and see if we can build life together. What was the spark? What gave you that impression that he was the one?
Well, first of all, he had locks. Back in the days, he had locks, and it was well groomed all the time. It was well.
The school number.
So
There's
I
actually a
actually,
song about Rastaman and whatever. But anyways, we're not gonna go into that.
so I noticed him because of his hair, and he was always well put together and everything. But the day that we actually spoke to each other, I was going to school and he was working, but he was like working, but his clothes was dirty because he was
Okay.
working. I think with cars,
Yeah, mechanic shop.
mechanic, and he was like, "Oh, you're living here?" I'm like, yes. For how long? Like from ever since. So, but yeah, then he's like, we started to talk to each other and stuff. And he said that he didn't know that I would talk to him because of how he was looking that day. But
Okay.
I knew he could put himself together, and he was, and he's intelligent. He's good with words. So
Okay.
yeah,
We're
and
gonna,
he
we're gonna get to the all of that today still, all of that would work something and all of them things. But of course, Lando, I'm gonna ask you the same question, of course. What attracted you to don't other than she have a beautiful smile, I must say. You have a beautiful wife. Not don't throw nothing for me. Don't throw nothing for me, that's even our compliment. Yeah.
it's all good.
You have a very beautiful smile, I must say that. Other than her beautiful smile, what attracted you to her, Lando?
Well, physically at first was her eyes. That's the first thing I saw, and that was like a year before we actually spoke. And then when
Hmm.
we actually talked, what stood out to me was that based on how I was looking, and I know she didn't know the details of my background or anything like that. She took the time out to talk to me, so I was really attracted to her humility.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a girl look like this. They're supposed to talk to you to look like this. It not typically happen.
Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
that really caught my attention still, and I decided to pursue because of that.
Okay. All right. So before we get further, let me just run back in our comment section quickly. So we have Anika is blessing up the night some, of course. She says, blessings the night them. We are happy to have you guys. Rashida Bailey says, hey my peeps, blessings night to you all. Blessings, Rashida. I was on the phone with Rashida like for 2 hours last night, January Star. But it's the real charges still. Tiffany Thompson says, hi, good evening, everyone. The Taylor family says, blessings to the night family. Jesse J says, love you guys. Meditation song says, Dems, you are born for this. You are going to be an excellent consultant. Blessings to the night family. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, what can I say? I talk a lot. I can't help it. Um, Anik also says she was in love with a Rasta man. That's the song I was
That's
trying
true,
to
though, man.
remember.
I did not see it
Rochelle
up.
Powell says, really send a pic there, Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashida's just laughing. All right, guys. So you guys decided that you guys were giving this a shot, and yeah, of course, what was life like in Jamaica before you guys migrated? Because we just want the people them who are on this life to understand who the Knights are, right? We're gonna get into why you guys decided to migrate and how was that like migrating, and also how did it affect your relationship? We'll get into that. But what was life like in Jamaica in terms of as a summary? What would you say your life in Jamaica was like? How would you describe it?
Well, life wasn't very bad. Like we did hunger or anything like that, you know what I mean? But it's a situation where the situations were like, all right, let me start my part first. All right, so basically I'm a little older than Duns. So I graduated from NCU before. So I mentioned earlier that she didn't know about the background or anything. She didn't know I went to university
You were
or
just
or
there.
what I did there. Yeah, she just thought I was passing through sometimes, so whatever. So I graduated with a degree in geography, and I applied to every single agency that the degree was applicable to in the country. Every single one, from NEPA to whatever. Even get links and still not get the job. Big link, still not get the job. But anyway, I went through a series of different types of work. So when she saw me that time, I was working at a suspension and shocks installation business that was beside my house.
Hmm.
I just decided I was working, so I decided to go learn the trade. And I was working there for like 6 months. That's why I was so greasy. I would have a little stocking foot on my head, I roll up the locks and thing and try to pick up the dirt, got me off the under the car them and all of them things. Then I started to work in construction, which was at my parents' house. They were expanding. And then a series of work. Then I went to auto parts, and then I went to loss prevention at NCU, and then I started to teach at a high school. I started to teach geography. I did that for 2 years, and then while I was doing that, I started my own business. So when the process started, I was fully self-employed. So things weren't so bad, but we were aware of the possibilities here and the fact that things can be a lot more comfortable. Like,
Comfortable.
yeah, because if you notice, me have gray hair and things, so gray hair. I'm not that old, but you see stress out. Yeah, when you have your own business, especially in Jamaica, sometimes, people start pre and, man want to rob you and thing. And I actually got robbed.
Yeah, yeah.
Gun. So we doesn't stress out and we just get fed up and say, no man. I mean, you can fight for yourself and come back Canada. Why are we still here though? You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly.
So that's basically a summary of my piece there.
Okay, so Don, do you share the same sentiments, or do you have anything different you want to add to that, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, it's pretty much the same. I mean, well, we weren't living together while in Jamaica because we had finished school. I was working in Kingston, he was working in Mandeville, and so we were living with our parents. So and then we one day Lando come home and say, "Duns, what do you think about Canada?" I'm like, you know, I always want to live a foreign, no matter which foreign.
Yeah, yeah, big foreign. Cause you don't want to go like no small foreign. You want to go a big foreign.
Good,
I
good fire,
understand.
good
foreign.
Yeah.
So I said, all right. So we started to look into coming to Canada and everything and whatever. But yeah, so it's when we weren't living together, but things were okay.
Mhm,
We would see each other every other weekend,
mhm.
and we'll spend holidays together and everything. But it's when we came to Canada, that's when we actually started to live as a family.
As a family.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. So making the decision to come to Canada, right? You guys have, of course, had that conversation, and you guys decided that whatever route you're gonna take, and then of course going through the process, right? Now, what was that process like in terms of like applying to come to Canada? I know you applied in 2016, from research,
In
done. I
Yeah.
know that many things was different then, compared to now. But just if you could just give us like a synopsis of what the process was like back then, what would you say? What
Okay.
would you say is different now that wasn't different then? Like for persons who are watching, Duns came to Canada as an international student. She went to NBCC, of course, and she probably is gonna get into talking a little bit about what she learned there and what was that like. But going through the student permit process then what was it like? Was it different? Was it the same?
Okay, so when I applied for my study permit, we actually did paper application and not online because at that time online was like it was new. It was just coming into
Hmm.
play. So paper application was still the fastest route, and it was the route that everyone knew. So that application, well, first of all, I just decided that I'm gonna apply for school. I applied, and then we had the documents. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna send in the application, and everybody was like, "Are you sure? Do you have everything?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna send in the application." So I found uh, not well, I found a travel agent, and I went to her and she filled out the application form, and we went
Hmm.
up to the VAC and submitted the form here.
Okay.
So
Okay, got to, yeah.
so yeah, and at that time we could, I'm not sure if it's the same thing now, but we got this, I think we had our date of birth and the number, and we could sign in to see the process, or yeah, the progress, sorry, of
Hmm.
the application. So I could see when it left my passport left the VAC and went to
Embassy.
the embassy. And then
Hmm.
I remember every day I was at work, I'm signing in, I'm looking, I'm signing in.
No,
And
no, no.
then
you know the username and password by
by
heart.
heart,
I can relate. I can relate because I also did paper base. When I was
oh,
applying, I also did paper base. If anything, it was recommended that we did paper base back then. Because not many persons were doing online, so they were trying to get everybody to not do it online and stuff. But now, I'm not sure if it's fortunately or unfortunately, it's only online is available now. But that might be a blessing or not because it's so much easier. Because believe me, guys,
Yeah.
going to those VAC center back then was not pretty. It was
no,
not very easy going to the VAC center back then. There's lots and lots of stories of that.
yes,
Now, everything got you. You get you if you come to Canada, if you come a big foreign.
Mm-hmm.
From watching the videos, I realized that you guys did not come together.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that separation like? Tell me about that.
To date, it was one of the worst experience because when I left, it was I'm coming to school. First of all, I left in what? I left in the summer, so I was able to come up and work months before
Hmm.
school started. So I left, and it was like, when am I gonna see him again? Because well, school fee, the bills, and everything was priority, not a plane ticket. I
Hmm.
mean, to see him is priority too, but there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture, which was to get our PR and eventually citizenship and everything. So we
Hmm.
had to make that
Big
sacrifice. It was
sacrifice.
it's
Big sacrifice.
one of the biggest sacrifices that we've ever made. So it was hard because, as I said, when December came,
Hmm.
there could have go, and then it's just when.
Just stressful. So, what would you say, like, Lando, like being away from your, I assume, wife then, 2016, five
Yeah.
years ago, being away from her. She's in Canada, you're in Jamaica. From your point of view, being still in Jamaica and stuff, what was that like on your end? Like, what did that? Would you say that that little period of long distance affected you guys at all or anything like that? Like, put a strain on the marriage or anything?
Why?
Carrie.
It did rough, Bridget. When I go girl there. I'm not gonna pretend. It
Mm-hmm.
was, I had to on my side. I really had to dig deep and
Mm-hmm.
just stay focused and basically find things to keep myself occupied. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
so I had to start watch a lot of series. I never have Netflix because the money I forgot to do it. So yeah, subscribe. So you can find some websites, watch some you know
So
like
just
I tried.
distractions.
Yeah, I tried to get a good electronic device, smart device, because I didn't have a good phone at the time. Because all of the
Mm-hmm.
money I got into the system,
In our
so we
system.
could communicate. You know what I mean? So I, I always have to have data on my phone just in case. Because she
Mm-hmm.
went to New Brunswick by herself, like literally
Alone.
alone.
I didn't know anyone there.
Mm-hmm.
And and
Nobody.
and the next thing is when we got the news that I didn't get through because I applied separately. That's the next thing. I applied for school as well, just in case
Mm-hmm.
nobody get through. When me get the news, and Mina get through. She get the news a couple weeks before, so she get through. When I
Mm-hmm.
got the news, it was a Friday. Would they already buy a ticket for coming up? The following
Yes.
Friday. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
ticket buy already, everything, man.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Ready to
Jim.
go. I wonder for years. So I opened the passport. I mean, so what are these other? My staff shake it up. I mean, I said
Shake
maybe
it
I
up.
stick on good.
Skip through all that page.
I
Them. I
skip
said,
through
wait.
every page. I said no, man. So we had to make a decision on the spot now. What are we gonna do? Are you going to
Mm-hmm.
follow through? So everything changed, and then, but during that time, it was I really just tried to keep busy with work. I started to work a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, the business started to grow too.
Yeah.
So there's a situation where I'm saying, all right, yeah, we want to go Canada and thing, but you
At the
know,
end of the day, it build the business just the same.
yes, and I had another decision to make. Do I leave this business in Jamaica to go to Canada to start all over? When it literally just I
Mm-hmm.
get the success I look for. So it was. I mean, I'm summarizing, of course. The day when she
Of
left,
course.
I had to I left the airport and I cried so much, bro. Like, but I have to pull
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
at
Sir.
the Kingston Airport. I had to pull over out of the waterfront, out on a
Mm-hmm.
stretcher road. I have to pull over and just get everything out because we couldn't see the road. We can't see the
Oh
road. I was
man.
tears. I was out there crying for like 20 minutes.
So Dons. You never there afraid to Orlando they go like give away the something or anything like that. Like don't know that never cross your mind. I said, boy, I'm left for Jamaica, I'm gonna go wild and I'm gonna go bad, I'm gonna go
No,
not like that.
you see, this is why you need to trust the person that you're with, and you need to know the person before you actually. Whoa. Sorry.
Before you,
Yeah, no,
before
no,
you
it's my
make a
mind, I
decision.
have one too, it's all good, I understand. All right, so before we go any further, let me just run back into the comment section. So BLT says, know how long I've been looking for this couple to post. Nice seeing y'all again, guys. Congratulations on your baby. That's BLTD tax your business too, of course. That's a really good friend of mine as well. She's just blessing you guys up. The
Yeah,
gifted Browning says true at BLT, same here. Jovan Adair says present. BLT also says the night them man. Love the few videos that you guys have posted. Um, Melissa Wright Thomas says Melissa and Conroy in the building. Blessings, guys. Welcome, welcome. Of course,
bang,
guys. Thank
bang.
you guys so much for spending on a Sunday with we guys in this conversation here. Of course, Nuts and Dems, which is really just Nuts in the background, using the other channel, commenting, saying thumbs up the live, guys. And then
Let's
Anika says Jamaica give you early gray year for true. And then Rashida is laughing, and then Kimura says, I'm interested in this story. Rashida also says Lando full of faith, sir. Um,
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, though, guys, I don't think I could have done that because, like, when I was coming, I literally came on the Thursday, and then Nats and Malika came on the Tuesday, following Tuesday, and that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that are the worst 5 days of my life in terms of separation and anxiety and all of
Yeah.
that. So believe me, bro, I don't know how you guys managed to do it for so long.
The
Um,
first separation that we had, the
mhm.
first stint was 9 months,
9 months.
9 months.
not out.
Yeah.
And then she came
I
for
may
a
have
week
complained
and a
about
half.
5 days.
Came for a week and a half. And then she got back for the next 9 months.
January.
And then and she came for 2 weeks
Three.
or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then 4 months later, I end up coming. So roughly
Oh,
over almost 2 years.
okay. Okay, so before we go into the next question, which is what you lead really into as well, Jesse J says, I'm looking to move to Alberta soon, maybe to Grand Prairie. Absolutely. Welcome to Grand Prairie. Can I follow Grand Prairie tomorrow? I have support, man. Tell you guys that anybody who want to come to Grand Prairie, definitely just back on the back and forward because you guys will have support here. Kimola Bennett says, how long were they separated? Of course, they just answered that Kimola, definitely. Kimola says, okay, just answered.
Yeah.
Louis L says you guys were one of the first Jamaicans in Canada YouTubers that I followed.
Oh,
Jesse
nice.
says I knew Mr. Knight from NCU the first time I watched their video.
Oh yeah.
Big up all of the NCU peeps them in the building, of course. Bless up all of the Mandeville, Kingston, Spanish Town, Country Town, everywhere. Big up everybody's on the live, all right?
Yeah.
Now, what I want to know now is, guys, so both of you guys now got reunited in Canada. Um, you reach, you're there. Explain that. Explain that. What was that feeling like for both of you guys?
Well,
Well, before I, because getting to Canada was the next.
drama.
I'm not afraid to say I don't like to fly. I've flown many times, but I'm not a fan of the plane, right? So here's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
My flight got the nearest point on the mainland, which was Miami from Jamaica. And
Mm-hmm.
I took a Greyhound bus from Miami to Toronto, and from Toronto to Edmonton. But up on the bus for 5 days and 5 nights, straight. Okay?
And
No man,
when
me didn't think me afraid of flying, but you know you beat me.
I couldn't imagine, I
no,
couldn't imagine 2 4 hour flight at all. I said, that's not what they don't have to reach, you understand? So I
but
don't
Yeah.
have to do.
but once he left Toronto on the Greyhound, there was no
Yeah, the
communication.
Wi-Fi on the bus didn't work.
No communication
Bruh.
at
Mm-hmm.
all. But he'll never do it again.
Never,
I,
never. Never fly
I
bus.
didn't even know that that was even possible. Wow.
You know, pretty much. It was a little cheaper too, but
Mm-hmm.
why? It's rough. It's
So
rough. You meet some people and
you
just
guys, what was that emotion like? You guys like seeing each other for the first time after so long. I know that both of you guys are now here
Mhm.
permanently. For even if it wasn't permanently, then it's not permanently. Like no intentions of going back, and this is your new country and stuff like that. What was that like in terms of that reunification? What was that like?
it was awesome. It
Yeah.
was awesome. I actually have a little video clip of it. I might share that on a video one day. I surprised her and with her brother and sister-in-law. I went to pick her up
Yes.
at work. She was expected to come pick me up at the
Yes,
bus
I
station.
I
Oh,
I had an early shift that day, and
mm-hmm.
then my brother was supposed to come and pick me up, and then they're like, they're delayed and traffic and yada yada yada.
Yeah, yeah.
Open the door.
It was
Yeah,
really
your
amazing.
man come out of the car. How you
So
feel?
I'm sorry, so
Mine,
I said,
me
I'm a
not
pinch
bathe,
you.
me not bathe and brush my teeth or nothing. 5 nights
Yeah.
because for some reason when I take the bus, me never dey remember say brush teeth I go on because me used to flying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
me keep on I forget to buy one toothbrush at a different restaurant. So and she still hug me up and kiss me same way.
Yeah, man, that's love, man.
I
All
said,
right, now
I'm a
let's.
pinch you so that we know you're real, so that we know you're here. So I'm pinch him.
Okay, now good. Now we get into the nitty gritty of where we want to be. You guys are in Canada on the Reunite. All of that feeling. That Ghana now. Would you guys say no, based on where you guys are at now in your lives, compared to where you guys were back then, would you guys say moving to Canada has strengthened your relationship or has weakened your relationship? Or is it the same?
Definitely strength to it.
Strengthen.
Definitely because forgot you them 2 9 months. Them not even talk about the 4 months. Them 2 9 months there. I tell you, anything possible though. Trust me.
Anything possible, I
Come on,
understand.
any little thing one know is I just a
Mm-hmm.
lightweight thing, man. Trust me. It can't
So
get no worse than that. I'm good that I
can
guess.
I get so of course, I know how it is being in a new country. You have to work and you have to work a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of like sometimes you guys are not gonna be able to see each other as much as you guys would want to see each other, and also just the fact that there's many different influences that just a totally different society in
Right.
total, right? Would you say there's like any strain on your relationship, like for persons who are coming to Canada as a family? What would you say to them in terms of would you say or would you encourage them to do that or not? And also, what would you tell them to look out for to not cause your relationship to be destroyed, kind of a thing?
Well, from I like anyone who reach out to us and they're like probably they have a family. My suggestion to them is try to come together.
Definitely.
Like we wouldn't want anybody to go through that separation because
Hmm.
it's hard. It's hard. I mean, sometimes finances won't allow to come together, but
Hmm.
trust me, if you can come together, do it.
Yeah.
Do
Do it
it.
Definitely.
because it is hard. I remember when I went to New Brunswick, Moncton, and put on the bag, look up on the bed, I would start crying. Like, what am I doing here? Like, what did I do? What it
What
rough.
is we get myself in?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be mentally draining, absolutely.
Right, and because remember, I was at school plus work part time. So school was
Hmm.
8:30 to 3:30, and then I work from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and then I have to take the bus home and get home at 10, and
10.
then to do
Back up the
schoolwork.
next morning.
Yeah, schoolwork, study,
Hmm.
and then back again the next day. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. So I
Okay.
would. Oh,
Yeah, Mona really recommend that item. Definitely agree with the 1000%. Absolutely. If you
Yeah.
can come together, guys, come
come
together. Be
together. Yeah.
strategic and definitely be intentional in your applications. Right. Now
Yeah.
let's run in back at the chat little that I've been ignoring. Where am I? Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I'm still find it back. Oh yeah. So Jessie did say she knew Mr. Knight from NCU from the first time she watched the video. I think that's where I was. And then Lois L says, "Thought you left social media. Happy you guys are back." Of course, welcome back to the Night Dem. Really awesome family. You guys have a beautiful family, by the way. I'm
Well,
just telling you
respect.
that.
Respect.
Jesse J says, "Are you going to move from Grand Prairie?" Is that to me? Absolutely. I think I'm gonna definitely move from Grand Prairie within another year or two, but I'm never moving from Alberta.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You guys probably seen me in Edmonton pretty soon. Pretty soon. Actually, the
Right. So,
plan was to move to Edmonton this year,
But
but yeah, we kind of delay it a little bit. But you guys will be seeing us in Edmonton pretty soon.
all
So to
right.
answer your question, Jesse, yes, we're moving from Grand Prairie, but not Alberta. Um, Shadiq says, "I remember Islander with the locks." Yeah, we picture that right now. Nashel Wilson says, "NCU straight."
Yeah.
Melissa Wright Thomas says, "Landa, why were you denied a visa at first?"
oh, well, it depends on which one of the at first, because six time I apply to come here.
Six. Yeah.
Sixth time.
Yes.
Yeah, because the first time was in the days when they did have a thing named LMO. It is now LMIA.
LMIA, yeah.
Yeah, I got a contract from one of my brethren that came here first to work at McDonald's. That's when I was teaching, and I was denied that visa. Five of us applied as a group, and
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the three that was denied. And after that, um, well, I was denied because something about
Ties to the
like
country.
ties to the country. I don't
The
know.
usual.
Usual
The
cliches.
usual, the
Yeah,
usual, not enough ties in home country,
thing.
yeah.
And then let me see. The rest of the times, basically, especially when she went to school, they're saying that why did you come with her or something like that, or wait till she finish school and then you come or something.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Which was
man.
weird because while in school, I applied for my parents, and they got their 10 years visa.
That's so strange. So you
Still,
did apply for the spousal open work permit and get denied too?
Yeah, man. We
yeah,
apply, for student, visa, open work permit,
visitors visa.
visitors visa. We try all of them, man.
Yeah.
Everything. We get desperate on it because I went to even Anton Brown's office. We get desperate one time. We go Anton Brown office and himself to do this type of consultation, Bridget, it will cost you food. I say how much? Him say 50,000.
Yeah, I said, Jano.
I said, well, I don't really have it still enough, but me need to get to my wife, so
Yeah.
take that 50 and tell me what's up. I'm still get denied 2 times with him.
Yeah, but
Okay, guys.
But
We have
you know,
63 people on the. Well, I do. We have 63 people on the live, guys. I just want to say, make sure you give the live a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new, guys, and definitely run into the chat. We'll definitely get to the comments as well. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask both the Night Them and the Andersons, you can throw it in the chat as well. And for all the persons who are probably just joining or are joined a little bit late, I just want to let you guys know that we will be starting a series pretty soon where we'll be getting a registered consultant to come on the Anderson's channel live to answer all of your questions for free, guys. Don't worry, you don't have to pay for coming night or anything. All you need to do is to just subscribe. We're getting a registered consultant for all the persons who want that information from a consultant. You guys can definitely come because those of them are not consultant yet, but on the known can change that by just looking in our description right down below. All right, guys, before we go any further, let me just run back in our chat a little bit more. Um, Javier says, Fax, big up the NCU people. It seems like we have a lot of NCU people right
Let's
here.
go,
So as well,
man.
big up the UTech. No, sorry. Big up the UE people and big up the UTech / Papine High School people too. Big up the community college people and big up every persons who are just watching this live from anywhere around the world. Also a reminder, guys, the Night Them of them YouTube channel, guys. You guys can definitely go and show them some love, some support, and just run over there and just let them know, say, oh, find out about them from the Andersons and just show some love over that space there as well. But I don't know, say, oh, I just love and support over here. So, um, it's Tina says, Landa, how did you get to Canada? We'll come to that. I think Lando was in the middle of explaining that. We're gonna come to that. Ashley Brown says 5 days with a shock emoji. 5 days and I'm mad with them mad, literally. If it ever 6 days, I'd fully mad. Amoy M says, hey guys, not 100, but I'm here. Bless up the nights them. Dun's video was one of the inspiration that made me decide to go to NBCC. Amma, you don't know, say you're gonna get a phone call as a life done. Just line up a phone, make sure it charge.
It's good.
Jamila Douglas says, what 5 days? 5 days and 5 nights on the bus, brother. Everybody can't believe that, bro.
Can't believe. Me too.
Crazy. It's Tina says, what was your root school? I'm not sure I understand that. It's Tina. We can just probably clarify that a little bit. Yes, them invite them to Grand Prairie, then leave them and go to Edmonton. No comment. Rochelle says, no, your fear is real.
Yeah, man.
Tracy Murdoch says, I hope you feel better soon. Melissa says, you guys are one of the first Jamaican YouTubers that I followed. I'm so happy that you guys are back. Jamila Douglas says, get well soon, Amoy. Good evening, everyone. That's Ajan. Blessings, Ajan. Welcome. Nuts in the background says, get well, Amoy. Roxanne Clark says, did Lando say he applied for a study permit as well? Why not as SO supposed to work permit, which we did explain, and we're going to get into that a little bit more. What was that option not available at the time? The Taylor family says, a question to the Knight family wife. Was it hard for you when your husband leave and went to Canada? Mm, I think we answered at the Taylor family by literally answering by saying it was one of the most difficult decisions.
Yeah.
And him they are mad, him they are ball, him tap all the car and out to jump over the bridge and all sort of stuff. The Taylor family says also, guys, please thumbs up the live stream as you join. Kamisha Mancrew says, for persons who want to apply for schools and eventually PR, please note the school must be a DLI. Definitely, guys, you want to take note of that, and you also want to take note of Kamanisha, man, always I get the name wrong. You know this already. I'm supposed to use to me by now because she will be on our channel very soon. Janelle Palmer says, I miss half an hour of the live. Lord gosh. I have to go watch it again. Lando and Dunes, it's so good to see you guys. And big up boy Kyrie.
Bless up.
Happy you guys are back and active again. Amai says, thanks, I appreciate it. Kimola says, tell me about our last night. Tell me about it. Our last night may do some balling, do some ag balling. Got to work at 6 a.m. this morning, left at 4:30, reach home at 6 and doing 3 assignments to submit by 11. So good night.
Wow.
Kimola says, and to study for a test tomorrow. Rochelle says, having a family settles the mind. Guys, I will leave a comment. Me know I miss none. Well on there. Rashida says, 6. What? To the point, I don't even know Rashida replied to anymore. Jamila says, you got this, Kimola. Wishing you all the success on your test tomorrow. We'll definitely second that, Kimola. Jesse says, Antonio Brown is a scam artist. And guys, let me just say, no name calling on the program, guys. No name calling on the program. Probably should have said that, but anyways, everybody's always open to share their experience and share their opinion. Let me just say this, guys. So if anybody's offended, it's just people sharing their opinion, which everybody's entitled to. Adika says, feel better soon, Amoy. 6 times is a lot. Bro.
A lot of comments.
Try hard, boss. Yeah, that David Brown said try hard, boss. Definitely. Anika Miller says, Kimola, you got this on. Adrian says, get well soon, Amoy. Amoy says, no name calling on the program is a thief KMT. Adrian Grace says, Lola, true. 6 times. Whoa. You were right there, so thanks at Adrian. I think I'm fully caught up now. That was a mouthful. No, sorry, I'm not caught up yet. Janelle Palmer says, y'all go and subscribe to the Knight Dem, give them all the support. And of course, the second one, guys, go and go support to the Knight Dem. Then they're right over beside the Andersons on YouTube right there. So just go and go check them out and subscribe. Jovan, of course, you are the definition of perseverance. Hats off to you. Of course, I'm going to talk to you, Lando, because 6 times the bro, my tell boy. Amoy says, geez, Kyrie is so sweet. My ovaries are crying. Janelle Palmer says, tired is Lando's Thai business.
Oh, yeah, man. Cool, no, man. Wait, you know what's going on, man?
Yeah, man, we're going to come to that, man, because we never know that either. And stuff like that. David Brown says, Knight Dem all day. Okay, you were in the middle of telling us about your third refusal. You're supposed to work permit got refused, and then you're going to spend a 50 grand, and then no name calling on the program that never work out. So you can just pick up from this. So.
The reason why I went to no name calling person
It wasn't supposed. It wasn't a spousal work permit. It was just a
No, it's
regular.
just a regular
And then I wrote a letter of explanation.
saying why. Because
Yeah.
my situation was this. I was self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, the business never reached the point where it was registered. So technically,
Okay.
on paper, I have been unemployed for about 2 years.
Okay, I gotcha.
So, so there was,
Yeah.
I mean, there was this blank space in my life where I can't account for properly. So
But
that's why I went to that person to get some consultation
Okay.
to see if I could, navigate this thing because it's bigger than me.
But guys, when we actually applied for the spousal work permit, we got through.
Yeah, that's what I came
That's
on.
what he came up on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you see, at the time, it wasn't a lot. As we were saying, a lot of information wasn't available. So we were just trying everything.
Different things.
Yeah. And then we had
Okay.
friends whose spouse would come up after. And then I have this friend in New Brunswick. She's like, why is your husband not coming up? And she told me everything that I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to sleep.
Yeah, man, we know the drill. We still have 2 screaming babies in my background too, so I do understand. That's all good.
Yeah, so the Saturday we went to church, and a friend of ours, she told us like, no, he can get through. So we came home and went online, and we're like clicking, we're touching every single tab, and then we found that one word that we were looking that we're passing over, and we're like, okay, we're going to apply. And I left my brother's house at 2 a.m. that morning.
Yeah.
We submitted everything and we left at 2 a.m. And then that's how he got through. So we're just trying other things, different
Yeah.
visas.
And in truth and in fact, if you guys had tried that route initially, then
Would have
we
gotten
could have saved on the time yourself a whole lot of heartache and
Holy for
heartbreak
money,
and
bro. Holy for
tears
money.
and even money. But even the person, no name calling on the program who you pay the 50 grand to, shouldn't even take a 50 grand from you and tell us, boy, try that way here because you are experienced. The person is experienced in this field, so they should have told you that, you know what, this is the way to go about it.
And at the time, that person was not sending persons to NBCC.
Because, well, we originally went just for information, not for him to help us to do anything. We just wanted to, basic information.
So the 50 grand are just information?
No, for at the original.
More than one time we got there. No?
Went twice.
Okay.
At original
You
time.
almost give me an heart attack a while ago, you know?
No.
Was that the 50 grand? But anyways, I'm so happy that you guys have gotten through, and of course been going through your immigration journey, and of course at any time we get that Canadian passport there when the immigration journey really comes to a conclusion. You understand?
Yeah.
And then when you travel and you can say, which passport man I use to them? I use the one here, I use the one here. And you understand? I just say really done, but yeah, just continue pushing, bro. And you guys are like the definition of perseverance and determination, man. Tell you, boy, I'm really, really happy to have met you guys and just to hear your story and just for you guys to be sharing so openly to the audience as well, right?
Respect, you know?
Has there ever been any form of interaction with like persons in Canada where, like for example, long and short, don't the man ever look at it in a Canada?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's the things.
What about you, Alano? No lady ever look for you yet and you say, John Oster, I wonder if whatever, all the things that might cause problems in a relationship.
Well, for me, I work with only ladies, right? And at school, it was only ladies at school. And then when I was working, it was high schoolers.
Okay.
So, no.
So you never really have that distraction, per se.
No. And then
what about you, Lando? Of course, you got have that distraction, bro.
In Jamaica, of course.
From the Jamaica, they don't the same time frame there. Oh man. One of them said to me, so wait, you tell me say your wife they're friend and you there, so That means so you're not. Say no, I'm not. Really? How long now? 9 months. So long? No. Yeah. They say no. You're going to taxi. Like I have a problem.
So how you manage that, like both in Jamaica and in Canada, like in terms of like just being faithful and just to each other in terms of making the marriage or and the relationship work? Like
Um,
what tips would you have to people in that regard?
communication.
Communication are key, you know. I'm not just talking, but like hearing and listening and understanding and paying attention. And just tell the truth always, you know what I mean? If a situation happens, even if you're uncomfortable talking about it,
Hmm.
better you talk about it, you know?
Okay.
So
Would you say there are any things here in Canada that might cause, or anything about migrating to Canada that might cause a relationship to end?
You know what? When I before coming to Canada, my friend, I have this friend in Toronto. She said, Duns, when me there Jamaica, I feel pretty. When me there Canada, nobody no want me.
see,
Nobody no see me. And it's true.
but you know,
Nobody.
Canada is like bring your son to the beach type of vibe,
Yeah,
you know.
come with a spouse. Come
You
with
know,
your
so
Yeah.
spouse.
last week, actually, last week on the live, we have that conversation here in terms of bringing your son
Yeah, man, bring
because
your
it's
son,
just,
man.
yeah,
Yes, it's
absolutely agree.
so
I
Um,
I don't think it did anything to our relationship
you don't
because
think?
nobody
Okay,
never looking. I'm
and
happy.
the time I really did none of them things.
Yeah.
exactly.
And you're focused. So, I knew that I needed to come to school. I
Mm-hmm.
needed to get my work permit and then PR. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how we did. We're focused. And everything
Yeah,
was on time. So once Lando came and then we work and everything, then 1 year after I applied for PR, got through
everything on time. Everything
everything,
just on time.
everything.
Yeah, man.
And the permit expired and we didn't even remember that the permit
Your
we
work permit.
yeah,
Can we
we
get the PR before it
we got
expires? I
the
don't even remember
PR
the
what a year.
Exactly.
Got the PR a year and a couple months before
Mm-hmm.
the permit
Mm-hmm.
expired.
That's good. That's so good. Before we run into the chat though, guys, well, another question for you guys. I'm try to catch you back. Yeah, in terms of we know that Canada is a society that it's fast paced. You have to constantly be working, right? How do you guys make time for each other? Like in terms of course, you guys might have different schedule. No, I know that you guys have a baby now and things might be more steady now because I'm doing this home and stuff like that. But like when you guys are both working and stuff like that without a baby and stuff, how do you guys make time for each other? Because we know you have to make literally a concerted effort to spend time with each other. So what will you guys say about that?
Before COVID hit, I used to drop Duns to the train station most mornings.
Mhm.
And she would take the train. The train would drop her directly to
At
her
work, yeah.
to her job. And I'd pick her up from the train station. So every morning, every evening, our schedules are basically roughly the same. Same time we
Mhm.
go work. So we left for the same time. And then
Okay.
after COVID now, we decided that I'll just bring her to work every morning and pick her up
Okay.
every evening, even
Yeah.
if she has to wait like a half hour. So she rather
Or
wait
an
than go up on the train.
hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Now go on the train.
Yeah.
So as I say, I make a concerted effort, and even
Mhm.
outside of that, you know, before Kyrie came, still we did more, flexible. So
Mhm.
we just get up and just say, oh, you know what, we're going to a restaurant or we're going yes or we're going this. So
Yeah.
we
Or
just
we're
Mhm.
going Alberta Beach
yeah,
or
we just jump in
some
the
Mhm.
car
just
and go.
drive out. So
That's
it
what I
was
wanted
like
to ask. Like, what does date night looks like? What's a typical paint a picture of a typical date night? What a typical date night looks like. Remember, persons are in different parts of the world watching this live right now, and date
Yeah.
night might look different for them, right? Like, and they want to know like what does a date night look like? Paint a picture.
All right. So when it's a real date night,
Mhm.
we love food. So
Mhm.
we love to try out the different cuisines because that's the next thing about Canada. There's so many representatives from different parts of the world, and they
Mhm.
bring their cuisine and stuff like that. So sometimes we try Indian, Mexican, whatever it is,
Whatever it
even
is.
the Canadian fine dining restaurants like the Keg or Tony Romans or wherever.
But
Yeah.
typical date night, we would say, okay, we're going out tonight, or just random. We'll come home and then, all right,
Yeah.
get ready.
Mostly spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Leaving at 7 or 7:30. Get ready
In the
and go.
in the winter, however, we try to stay in a little bit more because
A whole lot more.
pretty. So
Yeah.
you know, you do the Canadian thing, and you make sure you have everything you need to your comfort, or as much as possible inside. So you have a lot of subscriptions or a few subscriptions, and you know, just try to get a nice TV. You know, because them
I
not
just
that
well a
expensive.
vibes kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes we would order our food, pick it up, bring it home,
Yeah,
and
and those vibe, you know.
yeah.
And just vibe. Well, that make a lot of sense to still. So definitely. So pretty much date night look is same as it would have looked probably in Jamaica, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay, so Kimola Benny says, "Oh, thank you, Jesus, cause me just start ball again. Just me nights. I know about watching friends' posts get through and yours don't. Very happy for friends them, but man, it hard.
Yes.
Jonel says, Duns, your letter of explanation is what pushed it through. They like to hear good explanations. Man, who not have faith. Happy wanna get through. And of course, we support that, of course. Kimola says, trust. Melissa says, after you submitted the application that night, how long after did he get through?
6 weeks.
No, it
Oh
was
no,
just a month.
it was a month. What a
Well,
month?
yeah.
Or
Actually,
3 weeks. 3 weeks after that.
3 weeks. And then he was so excited to see the
Oh,
approval.
let me ask the question. Let me ask the question, because that was gonna be my next question. But no, I go back a little bit based on we are progress with the conversation. But when you see the approval come through in the GCK account, what was that feeling like for both of you guys?
Well, personally,
First of all, I was at work.
yeah,
And then I didn't know the excitement. So then talk.
I went to a print shop across from the barber shop when I got manager, right? So I went to print some business cards because business have to go on in the meantime.
Yeah.
I got a notification on my phone that I got an email from GC or whatever.
Yes.
CIC. So I said, wait.
GCK, yeah.
So I take a deep breath and I borrow the brother in the print shop laptop and sign in, which I don't normally do, but I was so excited I couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait. Yeah.
When I sign in and see approval, I tell us my blood pressure drop.
Yeah.
A week. Him say, oh, I want you. Like, quotes with Star Wars from me. I say, yo. Him say, no, I want you. Seriously, I want you. Look, you know, sick. I say, yo, you know, so just get for Canada, though, brother.
Yeah, so the one I print the business card.
I say, you know what? One of them can't do that.
Yeah. I'm not going to need them again.
Oh, man. And then my call, because she was at work, and because she working at the daycare, can't just call directly. So what would you call the school?
Brother.
Or brother called the school and say, I want to talk to her. And I delivered the message.
I said, what? What you say? What you mean?
Like...
And then say, yes. I'm going to get through.
I call my mother and I borrow her car right away. I head to Kingston. I try to catch a place before it.
First of all,
get back this passport.
He didn't know that he never read the message. So he didn't know he was supposed to print the paper and bring it.
Start the journey without the paper.
Luckily, I called before he was out of Mandeville. I called him like, do you have
Yeah. I said, no. Tell him I'm going to print the paper. I'm going to print the introduction letter. Carl. Go print the introduction letter.
At the highway, I hit for them time, you know, I have to make a U-turn, man.
Because he wanted to catch the VAC was closed, what, 4?
I think of 4 o'clock.
And he got the email, what, 11 or 12?
Oh,
Midday. Yeah, so he wanted to go up there on time and stuff.
Guys, let me just tell you guys who's watching this video right now and who is waiting on your decision from IRCC. Listen, you see, when you sign into that GCK account and you see that approval, there's no words to describe that feeling. I'm telling you guys that Lando is talking right now and Dulce is talking. And it's like the emotions are just coming back when I get that first approval. I'm telling you guys, when I get that first approval, it's like it's like it's like true happiness. You don't know if you have to laugh, you don't know if you have to cry, you don't know if you have to jump, you don't know if you have to roll like ground. It's like true happiness, guys. I'm telling you guys that it's one of the greatest feeling, and I really wish that all of you guys who want to experience the Canadian dream definitely get that feeling. And I think it's possible. I think all it takes is just tons and tons of research, tons and
And
tons of preparations, and
and
just put yourself in a position.
information now is readily available. So
Hmm.
make use of all the information, all the YouTubers that are doing immigration stuff. Listen to them.
Yeah, man.
Plus, do your own research.
Emphasis on do your own research. And the reason I want to emphasize that is many persons watch YouTube videos and just use that as their source of research. But guys, listen, remember that most persons are doing YouTube are only sharing their experience and only sharing their opinion, guys. You have to look and do your own research, and the best place to do your research is on the IRCC website.
Most
Look
credible
what is
information.
expected and then match it back with your own personal circumstances, and then let it work for you guys. That's what I say. That's what I recommend every single day of the week. But anyways, so I get too sentimental. I could go back in and chat a little bit. Um, where was I? Kimola says trust. Yeah, Melissa says after you submitted the application at night, or long after. Kimola says no name calling person only send people to top schools in Toronto.
He said
Is that true?
he's sending people to NBCC now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, man, the
Probably
great
because
boy, man.
most persons get like a commission based on if the persons get accepted or not. So that's fine. But I
Yeah.
think not everybody's gonna do this from well on the guys. I'm turning on the light. I forgot to say it get dark in Alberta early. Yeah. Most persons who are consultant guys, they are not really genuinely trying to help you. They are just really trying to make money. So you have to bear that in mind as well. If it is you're applying for a study permit or a work permit or whatever, information is there that you can research and do it yourself. If it is that you don't trust yourself of doing it yourself and whatever, get a consultant who you think have your best interest at heart. Don't just choose somebody because somebody did recommend them to you or because whatever it is. Do your research, and it's something it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of patience. Now, where was I? Um, Kimola also says, "Come to the Atlantic, guys. Nova Scotia, over here. Nova Scotian over here." Um, Amoy agree and says, "True, Kimola." Rochelle Power says, "Lol, Kimola." But what I would like to say to you guys is, listen, it doesn't matter where in Canada you go. It's just getting a foot in through the door. When you get a foot in through the door, then you can do, it's where you'd like to go and whatever. But however, I would like to tell you that Alberta is the best province in Canada. No, I'm not business who want to disagree with me. Alberta is the best province in Canada. Will say that, well, probably because I've never lived anywhere else. But would you guys agree with me tonight? Then would you guys
Of
say
course.
Alberta is the best province?
Of course. Coming here was a strategic move, I never really buck ups,
All right.
Yeah, man.
And them did live in New Brunswick. Just as
Yeah.
saying, just saying. But anyways, moving on. It's not a province war. Moving on. Um, Rochelle Power says no name is a mess. All wicked. Amoy also says his success rate is no more, Rochelle. Boy, I don't know who we are talking about, because there's no name calling on the program. Shaniki just they didn't laugh. Ajan says, don't have you guys started back your channel?
Yes.
Yes, we posted one video and one more will be coming up. We have about 6 or 7 edited already just to post them periodically.
All right, guys. So you know what that mean. On the mean, so no go on over there, go subscribe if you not subscribe already. Tonight them. When you guys go over on the channel, you're supposed to see an increase in the subscription. Definitely. All right, guys. Definitely go and go show them some love, some support, and I don't know say one link.
Yeah, man.
Anika Miller says no name calling. Why? 10 different laughing emoji. Rachel Paul says, yup, true at Amoy. People be talking about him soon flat man. Plus his customer service is very, very poor. People me just read the comments them. You know, nobody can feel like say, oh, me know who we are talking about. We just read the comments them. All right. Amoy also says Kimola Nova Scotia issue wait list like crazy. Kimola says, me not lie, me trust my husband, but me miss me me miss my Pina Wally, especially in the cola, as him learn a straight lockdown business.
My
Ah.
like her. I like her.
Shanique
Hey,
says, be a laughing emoji. Amoy says, I can't wait for you to have that happiness, Kimola. I
Yes,
feel like sentimental as well. Like that's not legit like true happiness, by the way. Those
trust
and Lando can tell them about that happiness, but we get into that. Simone Miko says, where in the immigration journey are you both at now? Would you guys like to share? Where in the immigration journey are you guys at? We can share for them. They are no permanent residents of Canada, and of course, probably waiting to get citizenship.
by
Is
by
that
next
by
so?
year.
next year, by next year, we're supposed to be citizens. By the grace of God.
A round of applause for the Duns, them guys. A
Yes,
round of
yes,
applause. I
yes.
mean, like as I said, getting a Canadian passport is like
Yeah.
something that we all dream for, right?
We already
Blessings
have
on the journey, guys.
Carrie as
Jamila
Canadian.
Douglas, what's
So my
that?
passport, I'm of Canadian.
Oh, remember, I have one run about that too,
All
so
right,
I
so you're
understand.
good.
Jamila dead with laugh, Akimola dead with laugh. Um, Anika says, hats off to the Knights then because the Canadian dream, the road can be very rough.
Yes. You
Ashley is
know,
laughing at Kimola Pinawali statement. I crack up everybody by the way. I don't know if I say it right, but Pinawali, but everybody know what shot about. Rochelle says that Kimola Bennett go on your bed, please. Amai says, yes, Lando, good man still exists.
I try.
Agent says, Shan argument come back again. As I told you guys, we were talking about it last week. Bring on a son, otherwise I'm sorry for him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
man,
for the
definitely.
bring on a
That's the
son.
first advice that bring your own son, man. Not even it's not impossible, but it's just more convenient to bring your own son. Cause at least I know the son you get, man. Cause some of these
And
people are crazy.
bear in mind that Canada is a cold country that has at least 6 months of winter.
Yeah, man.
yes.
I got one son, believe me.
Yeah. So Trisha says it's one of the hardest, most depressing thing when you don't have your family with you. I haven't seen my husband since January 10, 2020.
Girl,
So what?
rough.
Yeah,
2020, she said.
Yeah, you're rough.
that's
Not
almost
cold
2 years. You know.
here.
Georgia.
What is come here, Rose. I want this I want this come
Let
here,
me know your hard
like
body.
making people here.
What? Hi guys, hi guys.
Oh yeah.
What is what?
I want this. I dress up already, so I get dressed up.
This up. What do you want? Hi people.
Yeah, guys, bring a stand come a beach. That to come back to.
Man.
But Trisha, honestly speaking, just not to ignore, not to brush over your comment because I know how difficult it can be. We just want to send some strength in your direction. I will really hope the journey ends very
Yeah,
soon in terms of you guys are reunited very soon. And when we say reunited, we mean reunited in Canada very, very soon. And you guys can, really and truly continue with your marriage and really and truly build each other. I know it's very difficult sustaining a long distance relationship so long, but you know what? Yeah, just find whatever support you guys can find and just keep the link going. All right, guys? Definitely. Amai says, sending a virtual out to you, Trisha. That's long. Kimola says, all of that denial was for the smooth sailing for the future. Exactly.
Yes, because guys, with our PR, it took us 6 weeks in total to get through with everything. Everything. We went to the border and we got through in 6 weeks. So all the six time applying, the time apart, the PR. I remember that morning I got the email. Just showered for work. Lando was supposed to get ready for work. I'm like, Lando, we got an email. Then we read it and say, we get through. We get through. We start crying. We're crying. Start
I can
bawling.
only imagine. Look here,
Start
guys.
bawling.
That prepare you guys for that smooth sailing because My process was pretty straightforward when we were applying for study permit, and we are waiting for PR from June. You understand what I'm saying? So everything happens for a reason. So you guys just definitely just look on
Yeah,
it
man.
as the fact
I
say
know
yo, for the pay on the
something.
dues.
We made an event out of it. So we booked an Airbnb. My brother, my sister-in-law, all of us went to Calgary, stayed over, had dinner. It was
And drive got the border.
Drive Got the Border. We sing with all Canada song.
Oh
The
man.
border security said, "Where are my Jamaicans?" And trust me, it was good.
Hmm.
It was a good
It's a
experience.
vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So everybody just sending some virtual hugs to Trisha. Anika says, Trisha, wow, I hope you guys get reunited soon, hon. Kimola says, can't go to bed, Rochelle. 3 paper due tonight, but them live are hot. Agent says, Kimola, that's so true. Amor says, our school at NBCC.
Okay. School at NBCC. Like you see, because I'm used to university where I would go to different classes and meet different people. But when I came here, it was just like, well, it's the one class right through from 8:30 straight to 3:30. It wasn't bad actually. Like the teachers, they were understanding even about the situation that Lando was in Jamaica. And my classmates, I actually met really nice and good, genuine people at school,
That you're
and
friends with the
that
police there.
that I'm friends with even now.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I like one of my good like best friends is from Moncton from school, and yeah, you have genuine people. You can know good people, genuine
Yeah.
people who, even when one time when Landa didn't get through, she carried me to the mall, bought me some food. She was there, gave me a hug. I remember when
Yeah.
snowstorm came, there wasn't any light, and then she came for me, took me to the mall, charged my phone. Trust me, it was good. Like school, oh.
Your turn.
And see what I go on.
Yeah, school was good. I mean, you just have to know who to be friends with,
Hmm.
and because some people them head not so good, but then you
Hmm.
have genuine people.
Definitely.
Schoolwork was different from Jamaica, honestly. It was it was manageable, but there it came to a point where I I just wanted to pass. Like when I just came, I
Yeah.
wanted A's and everything, and
It
I
doesn't
really
matter.
missed. Yeah, I missed the getting that rope by
Hmm.
1 point, and that 1 point was the day when I found out Lando didn't get through, and I just left
Hmm.
class, and there was an assignment, and I didn't know, so I didn't do the assignment. But then it was
Oh man.
like I'm
Yeah.
here just to pass, just to get
Exactly.
everything. So that's
Exactly. You don't have to be that road scholar the way where end up get no,
right.
no. Sometimes it's just passing.
Once you go school at Jamaica or elsewhere, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Jesse wants to know what made you decide to go to Edmonton versus staying in New Brunswick.
Okay. So I was there in New Brunswick by myself. We had friends in from Jamaica who were living in a different city. But then my brother came and my sister-in-law came for graduation, and it was the best time I had. They came for a week, and then when they left
They came from here.
they came from Edmonton to Moncton, and when they left the Saturday morning, I cried and I asked myself, why am I in New Brunswick and they're in Edmonton? Like seriously? So I said, okay, I'm gonna continue working, and then I'm gonna when I get through with my open work permit, then I'm gonna move. So
Yeah.
I moved basically because I had my family here, and it was
Okay.
lonely. It was lonely over there, and I just wanted to be close.
Comparing the both cities, this is not a question in the chat. This is my question. Comparing the both cities, living in New Brunswick and Edmonton, what would you say? Is there any similarities or differences, or would you encourage anyone to go to one versus the other, or anything like that?
For me, Moncton, the people, they are really friendly. Like I don't know, they're really friendly. But when I came here, my brother was saying to me, trust me, when you come, culture shock. Because like when he came to New Brunswick, he's like, people are like, hi, hello, morning, everything. And he's like, whoa, these people are so nice. And then he's like, over in Edmonton, he's like, city life is not so perfect. I remember, I think Landa said good morning to one of his co-worker, and the co-worker said, good morning. What is good about the morning? And they had this fit. So for me, the friendliness in New Brunswick was
We were
really,
literally talking about that last week on the live too as well. So yeah, absolutely agree with you
yeah.
where that is concerned.
The city life, it's okay, but I mean, I really liked and the people that I met in New Brunswick, and I miss them, and I've always said maybe I would go back there. Like if I want just a simple,
Yeah.
chill life, then yeah. But
You can also move to Grand Prairie for a simpler chill life too. But anyways, that can be
Straight up murder.
yeah,
that
but
can be discussed as well. Agent says lol at Kimola, and then Jonel Palmer says Trisha, it's been 3 years for me. I'm a day hold it. When me say 3 long years, no sex, and me hold it like a boss.
tree.
Let me just say, you send the medal go and go give Jonel, because she deserves a
I can
trophy.
go on.
That's all me have to say.
Win.
3 years.
Winnings.
Jonel, yo,
That's crazy.
probably need to get you on the channel next week, Jonel, and tell me the secret, like, oh, you managed to do all of that, because, yo, very, very hard. But you know what? I hope everything work out very soon as well, and then you guys can be reunited very soon, and you guys can just remember this as something that happened in the past, definitely. Agent says, please like up the live, guys. Second that, I not even remember to tell you guys that please as you come in, just like the live. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the Knight Dem YouTube channel and go and go subscribe as well. Anika says 3 years, my God. Ush on. Amar says 3 years. Though kudos to you. Rashida says excitement. Amar says OMG, I love this story. Tiffany is laughing. Kimola says, when me get my approval, me just sign back out and go supermarket. Jamila says Jamila says the feeling is the best. Honestly, tears of joy. Rashida says, whoa, Lord Jesus, me can't wait. Ajan says, like up the live, guys. Jonel says, it's an amazing feeling when the approval email come. My knees them get weak, me turn pale like ghosts. Every blood left my body. Lol. Istina says, at Kimola, you love to shop. Why you go supermarket? Ashley Brown says, I can't wait to experience that feeling of getting approved. Amai says, I can't wait to have that feeling. God knows I want this. Trisha says, boy, Janelle, you're good. Trisha says, Alberta is too cold. Amai says, where are you, Trisha? Trisha says, Ontario. Melissa says, Duns, is New Brunswick colder than Alberta?
No.
No, it isn't. But you get more snow. You actually get snow days. You have snow that is taller than you, but it's not colder. Over
Not
here
colder.
is way colder than.
What's the temperature now in Edmonton?
Okay, Google. What is the current temperature in Edmonton?
The current temperature in Edmonton is 4 degrees.
4 degrees.
4 degrees Celsius.
Well, I try. Hey Google,
No,
what's the temperature in Grand Prairie? I'm just joking. The temperature here is pretty much the same right now. It's approximately 4 degrees as well. Crystal says, can't wait for my approval letter. God knows the wait is stressing. I'm an express entry candidate and IRCC fast asleep. Your approval is coming very soon, Crystal. I cannot guarantee you, but I'm just send some positive vibe your direction. Take it all a positive vibe, man. Take it because your approval will follow very, very soon. Amar says, okay. Ashley says, congratulations. Trisha, I can't really make. Oh, you says elbow cuff. Okay. Kimola says, cheers to citizenship. Round of applause. Congratulations. Everybody's just congratulating you guys on the journey so far.
One. Respect, respect,
John L.
respect.
Palmer says, I need help with citizenship journey, guys. When you're ready for that life there, me ready. Okay, absolutely. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Open to will link you, you're available, Janelle. Definitely. Um, Shanik says, love this for y'all. Istina says, clap, clap, clap. Rachel says, clap, clap, clap. Well, and the guys, a whole heap of chat, guys. Amar says, amazing. Roxanne Clark says, Ray, Nats, you look stunning. Istina says, Nats looking lovely. Shashin says, Nats look well at in the Sunday evening. Amar says, Nats, good body, welcome. Trisha says, thanks, guys. Shansa says, where's the border in Alberta?
Where's the
Where's the
border?
border to where exactly?
Oh, we went to the southern border, which is it's called Coots,
Coots.
which is border of Montana and Alberta.
So it's what, 8 hours from here?
Yeah, about 8 hours drive from Edmonton.
Yeah, so we did four
Okay.
4 hours from here to Calgary, stayed the night, and then drove from Calgary to the border, and then from
Okay.
border to Calgary, then here, yeah.
Jovan wants to know, you guys ever encountered racism? Talk about it, please.
From in New Brunswick, I was working at Sears at the time, and I was a cashier at Sears. But I haven't experienced racism. I've just experienced people not wanting to come to me. They want to go to someone else, and because they're bilingual province, so some would just be like, come up to me and start speaking French. I'm like, English
Oh,
only. And then they'll be like, nah. So I said,
yeah.
okay, you can wait right there and go. So I don't think I've experienced racism outright or anything like that. Even here, I haven't.
Okay.
My coworkers are good, and people who I interact with are good. So for me, no.
What about you, Lando?
I don't know if I want to label it racism, but maybe some kind of prejudice. Let me give you an example. I was working at a car wash, and I used to be one of the drivers. So you can stay inside the lobby and look through the window to see what's going on with your car live. And once some of the people them realize that me I go drive the car, and you want to them I look for see if I go take note of the car. I don't know if it's a common. But
That's
I'm like,
definitely racism. That's definitely racism, bro. That's definitely racism.
yeah,
Because they're not gonna do that if it was somebody else going to drive their car, right?
and like,
That's definitely racism, bro.
but I mean, it's. I realize that racism here seems to be a little bit more subtle than in the US. You know, they're not really
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
forthcoming with it, but
They'll smile with you.
yeah,
Yeah, the fake smile.
you know, you know the liquor plastics.
Yeah, we know the fake smile. Yeah, we know the fake smile. We know the fake smile. We know the fake smile. You guys, when you get here, you guys will know what we mean when we say the fake smile. You will get the fake smile,
Yeah, tell her,
and then you'll.
it's real.
So Kimola Bennett says, "True duns the way all them pressure we. It's just about passing." Amar says, "That's so nice, Kimola. Your breakthrough is coming." Istina says that Kimola, your time is coming soon. It's nice that you are getting help. Kimola says, "Me now got 3 years, you know. If me mean said me have to find IRCC head office and debate my vagina case, but me now got 3 years." Istina says, "No, Sir Janelle, why your partner not with you yet? As he tried, girl, 3 years is very long." Amoy says, which province has better weather, New Brunswick or Alberta? We think we answered that one, Amoy. Um, just a recap, based on what Dunn said, New Brunswick has more snow, but Alberta is colder. Melissa says, submitted my application. Will be doing my biometrics tomorrow, and I'm dying from anxiety. Listen, why go there biometrics? You don't need to be nervous about that. That's like, yeah, that's like
Fingerprint,
nothing to worry about. Just go put your finger in or something and take a picture and just be positive, because journey just start.
Exactly.
Definitely. But yeah, but all the best. We just will send positive vibration as well. Biometric, get it out the way, and then keep your fingers crossed. You get a positive response and a very quick response as well. Um, Where am I in this chat? Jonel says we all know the Canadian fake smile. Oh my gosh, it guys, I want you guys not to experience the fake smile, but for you guys to see what we're talking about. You'll know it when you get it. Believe me, you'll know when you get it. The Taylor family says, "Come on, guys, thumbs up the live stream." How much likes are we so far? By the way, definitely thumbs up the live, guys. Come in at the chat, have an interactive conversation with us. If you have a question, you can throw it out to either the Night Dem and the Andersons. If you haven't subscribed to either of our YouTube channel, guys, just go and give us some support. It's totally free, by the way.
Yes,
If you
sir.
want to give the Andersons any further support, you can just check out the link in the description right down below and support our dream, guys. We are trying to become certified immigration consultant so that the persons who are going through drama with no name calling on the program don't have to be going through all of that anymore because you guys will have certified immigration within the network, within the circle. All right, guys? Definitely going to show some love over this as well. Kimola says, all the dog and cat them after a fake smile would be over here. Me tired of it. Absolutely. Now, and another topic, guys. Being my that you guys migrated from Jamaica, babes. Where are the rice? Why not? You know the chips bag where them just a crush up in the background and thing? Yeah. What advice would you guys have to give to anybody who wants to migrate to Canada, whether from Jamaica or anywhere else in the world? Like, genuinely, what would you guys tell somebody who wants to migrate to Canada right now watching this live?
Do it.
So just do it.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I remember one situation where Duns was working at where they work with Scotia Bank
Yeah.
in the call center.
You hear no name calling.
Oh, sorry, a reputable a reputable financial institution in the country, and she tried to get a credit card, simple credit card, and they said she didn't meet the requirements for a credit card from the same company
And
where she
I'm
worked.
working for that company.
I don't want anybody to bash Jamaica, and I don't want anybody to feel like they are. Sometimes I feel like I have neglected. Not neglected. What the word be?
Chocolate water.
No,
Burn a bridge.
no, no, burn the bridge. I have betrayed Jamaica
Yeah.
by accepting to come to Canada. At the same time, we have to understand that the way the system is set, it can't accommodate all of us. You know, most of us would have gone to university or high school and get to what CXC and them things. And it's very hard to accommodate everybody. There aren't enough. Well, they're not using the resources properly. The resources are there, but they're not using them properly. So I would say, come to Canada, forget about the whole thing, because we have the gears to mitigate that, and make a living and help somebody else too. You know what I mean? Not just keep the information to yourself, which is why we started our channel in the first place, and obviously that's why you started your platform as well. And you know, it's a beautiful feeling when, even though you not make a whole lot of money, but you can send a bill, go get somebody or a 50 and help a situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? And no, real talk. So, and it's even if you plan to go back to Jamaica, you know, you can eventually get peace on Jamaica, no? And I make a thing that there's so many opportunities. Then the point I'm making is there's so many opportunities that are open to you when you migrate. And you know, if you run to America, this is the next debate today with some friends. Everybody that try to run to America, I just don't understand anymore. I used to understand. I don't understand anymore. Come here and try to make a living, and it's not that hard to do. It's pretty much straightforward. You go through some little nicks here and there, but you just have to hold the faith, push through, and it will be very rewarding. Trust me, I'm telling you this.
My advice is, if you're choosing the school route, start saving from now. Try to find the resources or the people who you can ask for help, and just pray to God and apply and have faith, because when you come I mean, there are rough patches, and just like how we were separated at first, but at the end of the day, when everything come together, it's a wonderful experience. Like even basic thing, like you feel a little pain and you can't go doctor because you're too old to come off of your parents one, or you're working and but your health insurance not so much. But simple things like that, it just come. Like I was telling you guys the other day that I did 2 emergency surgeries, and I paid nothing. $0. I had a whole baby. Went to doctor's appointment. A whole human. Get epidural. Nothing.
And I haven't been to work in about 6 weeks and still I survived because the system set away where she's on maternity leave / parental, and them say, oh, you do surgery and things so you can get sick leave while you're on maternity.
Yes.
Bruh.
All right, just to jump in a bit right there as well, just to expound and also share. Yeah, guys, listen. Canada is a very beautiful country. You have to be determined and you have to be focused. Once you get here, know exactly what you want before and then have a plan. It's from step A.
Keyword is being focused, because if you're not focused, you'll just lose it.
Exactly. It's point A to point B to point C to point D until you get to where you want to. You can't skip the line. It's not a society where you can go through a back door to get something. You have to go through the process. And yes, guys, listen. As I'm always telling people on my channel and also persons who I talk to, I've been in Canada for 2 years, guys. And what I've gotten from Canada in 2 years, I've gotten more from 2 years than 30 years in Jamaica. I'm not exaggerating, guys, when I say that the opportunities are limitless. Limitless. If it is that your head screw on for your body, because it can be a very difficult transition if it is that your priorities are not straight. Just to follow up with what Don said in terms of having a baby and not paying $1. Guys, you guys all know I have a daughter who's autistic. In Jamaica, she was on a wait list for over a year to get an early stimulation appointment. Just an appointment over a year. Moving to Canada on a student visa or a study permit, and my wife had an open work permit, we were able to get our daughter in over 5 different programs in less than 2 months. She had a speech therapist, she had a physiotherapist, she had a dietitian, she had the amount of other help and support that we got in 2 months. Where with that Jamaica, we never get in over 2 years at the time when she was 2 years old. And we never pay $1. We never pay $1.
More for pay.
You understand? And even now, she have her personal physiotherapist, her personal dietitian, her personal speech therapist, her personal everything. People who come away yard, come check on her, call, we check on her, we got the office sometime, all of them stuff there, and we not pay $1. And remember, she wasn't born here.
Yeah.
Remember, she wasn't born here. I'm not even getting to the fact that we get child tax. we get child tax for a child that wasn't even born in Canada.
Exactly.
You understand?
Crazy.
Of course, Nuts had baby the other day. Just like Don's story, going into the hospital and I feel like I'm a hotel with her, you know.
Man.
Me not exaggerate. Guys, a roast beef and potato for dinner.
First of all, after we give birth, the nurse said, what do you want? So we say, I need some cake, something sweet.
Yeah.
She said, do you want cranberry? I said, yes. And then she asked Landa, what do you want? And Landa, him just so caught up with everything him just said. He's like, anything.
Anything. Guys, legit. Like hours and night, not dead hungry, and nurse just say, can I get you something? And then just go and get something for you to eat, even outside at dinner time and whatever. I tell you guys, wanna see the vlog? I learn everything with vlog, guys, but wanna see it. Wanna see how it was like, it's like a 5-star hotel. We get to own private delivery room
Yes.
Where I could have stayed there the entire time and sleep comfortable and shower and all of them thing there, and it was
Very
just so
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yeah,
You
man.
make me even want to have another baby tomorrow. I joke my babies. I joke my babies. I joke my babies. Right? The point is, what I'm trying to say is, guys, if it is that this is a dream of yours, I understand. I am a Jamaican. First, I am a Jamaican. However, Jamaica was not able to give me what I wanted in life.
Mhm.
There are so many persons who have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, a PhD sometimes, and after they're working on a call center. No, me not bash call center work, but me not go to college to go study for go working on a call center. I'm sorry. I tell you the truth. You get
So
what I say?
me go
It's just the
afford
hard truth.
university and come work at a bank call center and couldn't even qualify for
For
a
a
credit.
credit card. For
And
a
I
credit
when
card,
I
not even for a
came
loan, for a
here,
credit card.
they called the bank called me, and I was a student at the time, and they said,
Exactly.
you qualify for a credit card, a student credit card. Do you want it? Of course.
Yeah,
You need to start
exactly.
building your credit. You have to start building credit, but don't go too wild with the credit card.
Yeah. We're very cautious for that card, man. I tell you that we come bite in the future. But
Oh,
anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is, guys, there are just too many. Like for persons who are ambitious, persons who want the best for their family, persons who want to give themselves and their kids a better future. For me, I didn't see that in Jamaica. No, there are lots of persons who became successful from a country like Jamaica, of course. Nobody tell me, say, boy, you know somebody where they know somebody where stay at Jamaica and get rich.
Of
Yeah,
course.
we know so there are persons who can, but the point is, the pie is so small that it cannot feed everybody. That is just the truth. So
Yeah.
some persons gonna get a slice of the pie, obviously, but it's not gonna reach everybody. So for other persons like me and Duns and Alando and Nuts and a couple other people, we have to look at opportunities outside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Now, if you are in this position, especially if you have kids and whatever, what I would say to you is give it every single thing you have.
Yeah.
Put
Definitely.
150 into it. Don't do treat it as something that would be nice if you get it, or if
Yeah, man.
everything comes through, probably it's okay. Give it every single ounce of energy and effort where you have. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, if you do that and you not even get through, you can sit down to yourself and say, boy, there's nothing else I could have done.
yeah,
Right.
it's
It
a
just
Exactly.
wasn't meant to be.
There's some things I wanted to say, right? The way Canada is also set up is that there are persons coming from all over the world with qualifications, high qualifications. For example, as I said, I used to work at a car wash here in Edmonton, and I started out doing sales, and some of my coworkers had PhDs, some are MDs, some were psychologists. One was a two were pharmacists, two had bachelors in business, etc., etc. The point I'm making is, one day we were talking, um, and we said we can't believe some people pay with them kind of money for wash car. Like, this doesn't even make no sense. Because we come from different countries, right? And we're like, if we don't work at one car wash in our home country, trust me, it even make no sense. I had one of those coworkers, the one with the MD, one of them with the MD had four houses, a car wash in my work, four houses, and a mother virgin have the other MD had mostly two houses. Others have house and condos and whatever. Car wash them at work. The point I'm making is opportunities don't necessarily come along in your field of study or
Yeah.
expertise. Once you work, you can make life in Canada. And that is what the beautiful thing about it. The minimum
Absolutely.
wage set up one way where you can literally be okay. Can I work on
And
medical bills and them things? So you invest the money. You have to put it down.
and classism doesn't exist. The persons who work in a fast food restaurant, the persons who work in a bank, the persons who work in a car wash, the persons who collect garbage, all shop the same place,
Come on.
all wear the same clothes. Nobody look at anybody and be like, oh, that person here work at KFC. Everybody have the equal opportunity to make life. That is one of the greatest thing about living in Canada as well. But of course, I wrap up, guys. I'm gonna want to forget some comments, so I'm just reading comments here quickly because the night them give me 2 hours out of them Friday, out of them Sunday, sorry, and I think that is really enough. But let's get into this comment. Kimola says, "Me I bash them. Jamaica go backwards. Nothing no do, nothing no down there. We young people
Oh man.
have to look at life for our future." But let's try paraphrase because trust me, the patois sometimes probably that Canada too long. It's hard to read patois
Yeah,
sometimes.
okay, right.
Jamaica get it right. Tracy says, "I second that Kimola." It's Tina says, at Jonelle, I really hope things work out this time. Jonelle says, for anyone who wants to come to Canada, just make up your mind and do it. The journey is tedious, but it is rewarding.
Oh yeah.
Kimola says, Merca Anofime. Over there, so I can't stand. Trisha says, exactly Kimola. That's why I had to leave. Jonelle Palmer says, thanks, Tina. Kimola says, $0 duns, nothing. John L. Palmer says the healthcare celebration. It's Tina says I don't even want to think about Merca. Um, is that Suits 876 says Dons, what did you study?
Early childhood education. And
There you go.
at that time, well, we're in New Brunswick, early childhood, and at that time it was a 1 year course, but now it's 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janelle says Merca can't chat to you in a healthcare. Come to Canada, guys. The Taylor family says, wow. It's Tina says, wow, this is beautiful. Your daughter got so much. Sherry Cardinal says, yo. Shanik says, oh, me love this, sir. It's the healthcare system for me. Ajan says, and when my daughter fi born, me have to go home leave with my wife in the hospital.
Guys, well, we're gonna talk about this on our channel too. But when it was time for me to push, it was me, the nurse, and Lando. The nurse said, come daddy, hold one foot, and I do the next foot.
It come like it's a thing because I see anything and do to me.
Yes.
I see anything and do to me. I have to hold one foot one at a time, nothing and the foot up one doctor in front of my name because I me that as a babes.
Yes.
Breathe. Do this.
You know, after the experience, I watched this couple in Jamaica, and the wife was having contractions and everything, and he had to leave the hospital. I'm like, I couldn't do this by myself.
Feel a few months there.
We feel it like we said, no man, fathers need to be there.
Exactly.
And
having a child in Jamaica, having had a child in Jamaica and had a child here in Canada, let me tell you guys this. Miles apart. I was one of those fathers who had to the home I watch my phone and I wait for Nats to call me to tell me that she have baby. I know what that felt like. Me couldn't sleep. Me couldn't sleep.
You know when somebody said they know you're in and out? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
if him did a thing for leave, can't leave again.
Can't leave again. Miss Tina says Canada health system. Rochelle says, I had this in Jamaica for an arm and leg, lol. Jamaica different. Well, first world still. The Gifted Brown says, Kimola, I miss you. Cheer. Istina says, Dems, you mean put 200? Tracy and Murdoch says, I'm putting my heart into this dream. I'm sorry, guys. Where am I? Yeah, Tracy says, I'm putting my heart into this dream for me and my family. Javier says, love that about Canada. Opportunities for all. Have degree in Jamaica and still can't work. Kimola says, yes, at Jamaica, my husband couldn't even walk with me inside. Just drop me off at the door and I feel I struggle with the load inside. No ask me if me no stress and the nurse them done there or down there or whatever, yeah. Kimola, do me a favor, type in English, please. When I come in, it's too hard for you. That stressed me out, Kimola. Definitely. It's so hard for read pattern right now. I feel like I'm not read a comment them properly. Yeah, guys. So as Dones and Lando I said, I experienced having a child in Jamaica and also in Canada, and there's just no comparison by the way. There's absolutely no comparison, like none whatsoever. And to the point that we are just so grateful for the opportunity to just be here. And we just want everybody to be able to experience this, guys, because we believe that there's nothing special about us, absolutely. Not because we're there right here, so you guys there, wherever you are watching this video, means that we are better off, or we had a better not no different but we guys. Are the same people, are the same Jamaicans. We
Same thing.
know it thing, the thing rough, not no special but we. We did different from a lot of people who has just put every single thing we have into application to the point that I was telling somebody last night, I was just mentally done with Jamaica at the time. If I even swim, me have to swim come Canada, would have to swim. Because here I go on. Me just decide on my mind, say by the hook or by the crook. I cut.
Yeah, man.
Not never did it for me. We were just at a stage in our life where we're looking and say, boy, we work so hard. I was still a struggle for buy food, we still a struggle for pay bills. It's just so hard. It's just so hard, guys. And then of course you know say you then teach the car and one bag of thing and yo my friend say yo what a piece of cross is this. My, then you know what really and truly drive the nail in the coffin was I think it was on Nat's birthday one of those years. Like I think it was the summer of 2018. We went to an Airbnb, me, Nats, and a few friends, and our birthday celebration. And we went to Richmond, a house in Richmond. Of course, you guys who know Jamaica knows the Richmond, the outskirts of Prairie in Ochidesa.
Right.
Nice house, uptown community.
Yeah.
Very expensive, by the way. The people in my Richmond for do better. It never did need to be so expensive. But anyways, very expensive and we then have fun and thing and we come back home. At the time we live in a Spanish town. So of course at the toll we had to take, but we decided at first we decided that we weren't gonna take the toll because the toll is not as scenic as the other route. So we drive and we upon the whole road and then we got bored, so we decided that we joined in the toll. We joined the toll, I don't remember where we joined it, but we joined the toll and then little after joining the toll we witnessed an accident. We witnessed an accident and it was legit the most horrifying accident I have personally experienced in my life, personally speaking, like physically viewed with my two eyes. And the car was just shelled to pieces. And there was like people was inside the car and I'm looking at the fact that we were there like in excess of 30 minutes and it was all of the persons who were on the tour, the commuters and everybody was the ones who were there trying to take the persons out the car. There were no first responders and then we started looking at the tour and we were like, how can you create a tour that runs from Ochorius all the way back to Mandela and there's no fire service on the toll, no ambulance, no nothing. So in other words, if somebody in an accident, it means that somebody have to join the toll and then drive hours in order to come assist. And I'm like, we were there and we were the ones who were trying to help out the people about the car. The car door jammed and everybody was there. One little policeman up on the scene come like him don't know nothing about first aid neither. And we legit witness the person who was driving the car took his last breath around 30 minutes after because of course everybody there don't know nothing about first aid. Everybody had drag him out in head a fling some, head a fling some, head a fling some, end up probably even dead because of the lack of experience of the persons that were there who was just trying to help. But my I'm saying is, how can you have a country like that where 30 minutes after, 45 minutes after, there's no ambulance? And it's after we left the scene after probably an hour and gone way down on the toll, we see the ambulance a pass here go the other way.
To come right back road.
We come back right back round. That was what drove the nail in the coffin. I said, no, that country ain't already yet. Because accident is something can happen to anybody. I mean, if you tell me something up on the toll and have an accident, and that happened to me, for example, that was what made us decide that listen, we had to go to another country. We had to go to Canada because here again, nowhere is perfect, and of course Canada have the challenges, but at least we know if we're up on a highway. Anyway, I tell you in Canada if we're up on a highway and something happen, we know say not take 30 minutes for me get help.
Actually, it should be 5 minutes or less.
Anywhere at all.
Yeah, here.
You understand? So that was what. Yeah, but anyways, I go on and on and on and on and on and on.
Come
Where
to
was I in
Talk
this
about
comment?
Canada for you one night, you know. Easily, you know. Yeah, man. Easy. I tell you.
Easy.
Come on, easy thing that.
Um,
Easy thing.
so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna read these comments. Then when I reach to the end, I'm gonna ask you guys if you have any questions, just throw it in the chat. I will try our best to answer it. And then after that, I'm just gonna give the Knights them the last word, and then we're gonna just wrap up. All right?
All right.
I'm trying to see where am I in. Oh yeah, I was at Kimola's that says that she have to struggle with the load herself. Then Agent says that's why I'm plan to get another baby when I get to Canada. Don't tell wifey. I think she here still. Melissa says, plus you have to carry bath and everything. Yeah, guys, but telling you guys, who wants go and go watch the video that what we packed in our bag that when we were came to the hospital, guys. Literally overpack. I wouldn't have nothing in that the bag there. So go
I
and
did
go check
watch
that
that
out.
video, man. Watch that. That was the first video I watched on your channel, actually.
We not have nothing in our bag and we not even end up use 3/4 of it in our bag. Kimola says, Dems, learn to read Patois. What is? That's easy. We can read that. But if I go like 4 or 5 paragraph, Kimola, it's like get difficult. It's like get difficult. Agent says, oh, Amar says, Agent, LMAOOO, I hope wifey watching. Melissa says, plus you have to care about and everything. Melissa says, I was hungry after having baby. I had to buy food from the porters.
What?
Yo, we can do the live right, sir. Yo, we can do the live right, sir. We can hear me, sir. Yo. Melissa says it's the same thing with the hospitals in the US. I had my son there and the experience was amazing. Ashley says, oh gosh, at Melissa. Agent says, Amai, know the baby I work her, so me safe. Amai says, Lol, she will watch after. Kibola says, big up yourself, Knights Dem. As me done them assignments, I run over your channel. Me not lie, on the story motivate me because it's very, very hard without the peanut wally. But me I go and roll it.
You will make it, man. Can be done.
Yeah, make it, absolutely. Agent says that Melissa, sorry you experienced that. Lisa Stanford says, blessings to the Knights. Your story proves that love conquers all. Agent says, at Amoy, true, but me say it already. Estina says, big up the Knights them. Agent says, Lisa, so true. Lisa says, my time is winding down now, Dems. You know we're gonna link differently still. You know what I think of one. You know what I think of one way we link find that. Absolutely. Thumbs up. Estina says, love this live, Dems. Do more link up with other Jamaicans. Love these motivational stories. Rashida says, FYI, there's only one set of first responders in Jamaica, the fire brigade.
True.
Essentially.
That's true.
And the thing is, I was watching something on the news the other day because I still keep up with the news in Jamaica, where somebody's house was burning down and the phone at the fire station they not work, and then they have to drive go to the fire station to tell them say the house are burned down, and then pretty much, yeah, them that fear say that never make no sense, but yeah, you don't know Jamaica land we love. Janelle Palmer says, Carrie is such a sweet baby. Him not fussy, him so calm and quiet, handsome boy.
Thanks.
Man, big up, you know.
So I am all caught up with the comments, guys. If you guys have any questions, I'll just say throw it in the chat right now. I will try our best to answer. If there's no more questions, I'm just gonna give the floor to the Knights them, just to share whatever really you guys want to share with the persons who are watching right now. And then we'll consider that to be our last words. We're going up to 2 hours now. Thank you guys so much for coming on the Andersons Live today. I know spending 2 hours out there Sunday is not really the easiest thing to do, especially when you guys probably, have other things planned. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week as well. Everybody who's here. Thank you guys for being here another week. Make sure that you have give the live a like. Subscribe to our channel if you are new, guys, and definitely check out the Knights them. And that's it for me. No more talking. The Knights them of the floor.
Gary, so like I him off the floor. Anyways, so my last statement is a statement of encouragement. You know? obviously if you're on this live, you have an interest or you are already in Canada. You have an interest in coming to Canada. It is literally outside of marrying my wife, you know, one of the best decisions I have personally made in my entire life. Right? The benefits I've received or we have received since coming here is I don't know if you express it. I give you a piece of I tell you guys a piece of story. We after being in Jamaica and working and now make headways, just like as a spin around. I came here in 2018, April 2018, and by August 31, 2020, we're moving our own house, our condo. So we moved from literally can't get a credit card. And it's not a matter of whether I work a whole heap of money and no, it's just opportunities like the people that say that you don't even have it. All right, first of all, when we tried to buy this place, the government sent a message to the realtor saying, we want to pay half of the down payment. We want to pay not half of the down payment, 5% of the down payment, so that we can own a 5% stake in your property. That way, you pay 5% or so less on your mortgage because they own 5%. The catch is that when you're selling it, you get them back 5% of whatever you sell it for.
Seriously, Clary?
I'm saying that to say, when you're thinking about coming to Canada and go on IRCC and CICC and so on, these things are not on the site. You have to come here and understand, say, the story just starts. It just starts. You know what I mean? But you have to just persevere and push. As I said earlier, I applied 6 times. You know why I applied 6 times? Because I know what I was coming to. And even after coming here and realize what I came into, I realized that there's way more than we didn't even know. Come on, I'm telling you. We don't know. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Canada is a blessing still. And I think it's one of those hidden gems. It has been a hidden gem for a long time. A lot of people are running to England and running to the US. And even some people rather go to the Caribbean than come here. And because I'm afraid of the cold. Don't be afraid of the cold. I'm not going to tell you say it's easy. But they have, the system is such that you can go through the winter and not really feel the cold. I can tell you. So don't worry about that. Just focus on the positive. Just focus on the positives. And and the next thing too, one more thing. I like this this group, this platform, because this is one of the reasons why we started the channel a few years ago. Because there was really and truly no system that we knew about like this, no platform like this, a support group, I really appreciate. I've been binge watching. Well, we have been binge watching your channel, and really appreciate the work we are putting in still. You know what I mean? Step by step, how to apply for this, how to apply for that.
Really good.
Trust me, if we didn't have that, we wouldn't spend so much. We wouldn't have to apply 6 times. Me, I tell you. Just a little piece, because other countries, people from other countries that do stuff like this are similar stuff, but some of those things apply to them. Like for example, the Filipinos are Filipinos. For them, system different from the
Indians
and the Indian and so on. So, really appreciate our going still, and thanks for the invitation. And it was a pleasure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Anytime, man, and you don't know the link is real. So we're gonna run over to the Knight Dem channel, guys, and we're gonna just invade the channel. And we're just gonna send some subscription out of this. So we're just gonna watch some video, and we're just gonna keep the community as well. Of course, guys, if you're on this live and you're interested in coming to Canada, we have a Telegram group. The link is right in the description right down below. You can go and go check it out. I can definitely become a part of this community. Guys, I am on a quest of becoming a registered consultant so I can provide more information, more credible information, quote unquote, at reasonable cost that now go break nobody pocket, you're not going to sell one kidney and not go sell one lungs or whatever in order to come to Canada. However, guys, this was not something that I wanted to do. This is something that I decided to do based on starting this channel and also starting this platform, and I realized that it's something that is needed. No, I need your help in coming up with the 20 grand to pay the school fee. So you guys gonna check out the GoFundMe, guys. And I don't know about the girl anything. Also, guys, huge congratulations to the Knight Dem in owning their condo. Of course, that's a big achievement, and we don't want to ignore that. Coming to Jamaica, coming from Jamaica just a few years ago, of course, in Jamaica, you have to work so hard to buy
Remember,
one of them. Was the from down at NHT? You have to prove this, that, all sort of thing. Forget one little. Yo, I never want to talk
You
about
know,
that.
throughout this whole process, I'll know when I see the
the mortgage,
the
broker.
mortgage broker, I'll know everything was
Exactly.
done through
A
email.
social media, we go up and see our face. I have no idea what we're
The
dealing with.
email.
The email, sorry, the picture
Email.
upon the
Picture
email.
on the email.
That is how easy it is. The process.
Exactly.
And with the
Only
doctor
Exactly.
sign, the only persons we saw was the realtor and the lawyer.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So, guys, but yeah, congratulations on the purchase, definitely on the purchase. Yeah, all the best to you and your family, Lando and Duns. As I said, Duns, their name is Danique. My sister have the same name. My
Wow,
sister's name is
nice.
Danique. Well, actually, my sister's name is Danica, but we call her Danique. So you guys are still namesake per se. So your name is definitely a name I'm not gonna forget pretty much. That I'm a
Good.
point.
That's good.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much for coming onto the Anderson's platform, and I really hope that we create a network. Of course, you guys can absolutely reach out anytime you guys want. I will be happy to run over to the Night Dem and show some love. Any way you guys see possible. Of course, guys, thank you guys all who are in the chat. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned for the full 2 hours. There are persons who joined from we just started 2 hours ago, and you guys have sat through it for 2 hours. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support that you guys continue to show us. We feel it, we appreciate it, and we definitely welcome it. In wrapping up this live, guys, you don't know anything. I just want to wish everybody the best for the upcoming week. Hope everybody have a positive interaction this week, and everything that you guys decide to do this week will be positive, and you guys will just get like success on top of success on top of success, and no negative news this week, and everybody's waiting on IRCC will get approved. Your email is coming soon. You guys are gonna get that feeling. All right, guys. Be
Yeah.
safe. Take care of yourself. On another thing, guys, take care of your mental health, because your mental health is just as good as what your physical health. We say it every week. We're not supposed to carry just know what I say, right? So yeah, that's it. Another live. Make sure that before you head out, definitely just give us a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this content. And if it is that you like, the Canadian experience and like these kind of videos, consider subscribing to the Andersons and also subscribe to the Night Dem. We want to encourage the Night Dem to just continue doing your channel as well. Don't give up. You guys had started false start and then start again. We now go false start again and we just go continue and we just go straight and we just go continue. All right.
Yeah, man.
Definitely have a good Sunday night, everybody. Have a good week and bless up on yourself. Little more.
Bye.